Hello! We're looking forward to back-to-back South American rounds of the World Rally Championship. We've joined M Sport for their preparations for Argentina and Chile. ELFYN, give us a little bit of insight. What are you looking for from the day of testing ahead of Argentina here?
So we're here just to get some time again on gravel. Obviously, we've not done so much gravel so far this year. So obviously we tested before Mexico. We've gone to Mexico, and then we have a few things now we want to work on before Argentina. Obviously, very different events. But it's very difficult to replicate Argentina in Europe. So we're just here in a venue in the UK just to get some general gravel testing and hope that we can find a few things with a car that perhaps we weren't completely satisfied with in Mexico, and hope to find some developments.
How difficult does a completely new rally like Chile make your job?
It does make it very tricky. We can obviously get limited information about the event, and it is completely new. It's not like we're going back to somewhere that we were 10 or 15 years ago, which sometimes happens. So trying to get information about the event and test on representative surfaces is pretty tricky. The FIA rules mean that we've got to test within Europe, and as well, being in the southern hemisphere, it's now a change of season as well, and so it makes it even more difficult to find those conditions kind of locally to the team base. We expect Chile to be a little bit different in character to Argentina. As we said, we don't have really any experience of the road conditions there, so it could throw up something unknown, although we try and plan against it.
So what can you take from today's test for Chile?
Tyre work and things obviously is quite difficult because it's, as we mentioned, it's difficult to get the exact conditions. But a road like we have here is quite fast flowing with some undulations. You could say it's a typical gravel road, but from what we know of Chile, there are some places that are of that character. So we're trying to do a test here to cover us for Argentina and Chile. So trying to get a balance of condition to do us for both, but yeah, it's quite tricky.
What M Sport are doing here at this test today, they can't really work too much on the tyres because we don't know exactly what the surface of the road is going to be like in Chile. They've got huge amounts of data for Argentina. They've been there for 20 years. They know exactly when it rains, when it snows, even when the ice comes. They know what to expect. They don't know what to expect from Chile. So there's no point looking too much into tyre compounds or anything. Even suspension, they can't do a huge amount today. What they can do is just some gravel running. Last time we were out was Corsica, so it was a tarmac rally. It gets ELFYN back into the mindset, and Teemu as well, into the mindset of a gravel driver. So today is much more, maybe there's some R&D tests going on, but it's about getting the driver into the groove of driving on the loose. We saw it was a difficult way to end the last round in Corsica, but you look forward to Argentina. 2 years ago, you were robbed there as well. You missed out by 0.7 of a second. Is it an event you look forward to?
Yeah, Argentina is always special. The atmosphere is incredible, but there's also some really nice stages and a real mix as well. Some really high speed on the first day, a bit mixed on the second day, and then obviously very, very technical and twisty and rough on the final day. So it's a challenging event, but one I look forward to.
And one that you go there looking for a win?
Yeah, definitely. You have to go and aim to do the absolute best job you can. So we go there positive, and let's see what happens.
So that's been an insight into the next 2 rounds of the World Rally Championship. Follow all the news from Argentina and Chile on Autosport and motorsport.com.